I want to bring a little bit of hope into this conversation because I feel like there is something good on the horizon as far as that goes. And when I grew up in a very Christian family, so I grew up watching all of the Christianese stuff from the 90s. And if anybody's familiar with, Carmen and VeggieTales and Bible Man and things like that, which were
I know VeggieTales. I like Adventures in Odyssey. The radio show?
Were we talking about this the other night, Frank, or who was I talking to that about? It was Rob. I was talking about Rob. My wife just started listening to Adventures in Odyssey with the kids.
We listen to it every night before we go to bed.
That's what my kids do now.
Yeah.
That's one of the good ones. So I wasn't actually dissing all of it, but there was a lot of really bad like Christian art in the 90s because the message was always first and the art was like not even an afterthought in a lot of these projects. And I don't even mean to attack VeggieTales. VeggieTales, as far as kids cartoons goes, was actually pretty good, but a lot of the other ones were really bad. And what I'm seeing coming from the left right now is they're so obsessed with their own narrative, and their narrative, first of all, just doesn't make any sense. It's just completely, sorry, there's words I can't say. It's just completely ridiculous, and they're putting it first in everything. And one of those things I wanted to talk about was She-Hulk, but I feel like there's going to be people who don't want to return to the Marvel universe who are going to look at things like The Chosen. We're going to look at people like Bryson Gray. We're going to look at Joel Barry even wrote a really good book this last year.
Yeah. And even just plug one more thing real quick, talking about great entertainment that's, has a Christian message is the show The Chosen. I don't know if any of you guys
absolutely love it.
Me and Steven have done our breakdowns of each episode of the seasons, and that new season starts in October, I believe, season 3. And I believe they have 8 seasons planned for this show, but it's fantastically done. The art's fantastic. The cinematography is amazing. The music is great, and the acting is better than you would see in a lot of these things. And we call it almost like it was on par of some of those shows like Breaking Bad and stuff like that. That the production quality was there for that, and I love watching. Our whole family sits down and watches it when the new season, drops, and we're excited about every episode. Because these MAGA Republican Christian nationalist evil people that we're supposed to hate actually understand for the first time in my lifetime that the art matters. The arts matter, and that they actually need to make good art.
Makes me sad to hear that you're indoctrinating your whole family, Frank. You just get them all around together and you make them watch these things and they all enjoy it. It sounds cult-like.
Yeah.
In order for art to be good, it has to be good as in excellent, like technically excellent, true, and beautiful. And it can be good if it's only 2 of those things, but if it's just one,
boring.
Wow, Tom. Okay, but I'm going somewhere.
You're
I
right,
think
though.
A lot of Christian entertainment. Wow. A lot of Christian entertainment was like, look, we're true, and that should be enough for you. And it wasn't, because it wasn't. And now the left is doing that. They're like, look, we're true, so that should be enough for you. And they're leaving behind
and in the same
in their own way,
in the same way, Abby, neither one were true, because a lot of the Christian, God is not dead. Let me just bring up this train wreck of a movie.
Thank you.
God is not dead is not true. The whole idea that the worst thing you'll ever face as a Christian is your car doesn't want to start one day, and that's the Christian walk, and like they can't even represent evil for evil because we can't show evil on screen because representation
they
is
run all the banks. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm not.
They believe that representation was the same as endorsement. That was the problem with Christian art in the 90s and up until recently. So.
Yeah, God's Not Dead. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it.
It's not good though. Like you like it for this. Like a lot of Christians like it because it's like comfort food. It's like it makes you feel good about yourself. But as a piece of art, it's not very good.
I would prefer watching The Chosen over any of those other things.
100%. The Chosen's really good, but what's really bad. And I'm going to defend myself a little bit here. One thing I do for you guys on this show and on Wartime Propaganda is I explore just how awful leftist art is. And that's why I watch things like They/Them, which I wish I could have gouged my eyes out instead. And we watch things like She-Hulk because we want to tell you just how awful it is and give you guys some hope for how much better our art is becoming. So 2 days ago, the 3rd episode of She-Hulk dropped, and me and Abby watched it. What was your first take on this, Abby?
I'm such a Marvel fan that I'm really trying to like it. Like I'm trying to give it a fair shot instead of going in, because I think that sometimes you can say there's a couple bad scenes and vilify the whole thing.
He's only mean to me when he's drunk. He's fine the rest of the time. That's what you sound like right now.
You're so right. No, it's bad. It's bad. It's
terrible.
not good as a superhero genre. It's not good as a law drama genre. So genre-wise, it's not good. The main character.
I'm told it's supposed to be a comedy.
It's not funny.
Honestly, do they think any of these attorneys would get anyone off?
No, I hope not. I mean, that's
on a case. If it was like a charge, you get them off.
Okay.
Come on, Abby. It's a Disney thing. Get your mind out of the gutter, John.
Didn't we just establish that Disney? Anyway.
By the way, you want to play this clip, Frank? We can talk about this. This is literally in the third episode.
But I will hit the thing. You guys can talk about it. So
go ahead. So this is actually in the third episode. It ends after the credits with She-Hulk literally twerking with Megan Thee Stallion. And the whole episode seemed to be just a really bad advertisement for Megan Thee Stallion's terrible music. Yep. There was nothing about this episode. Like when didn't Tom ask if he thought it was a comedy?
Yeah.
It's less funny than any of the low tier female comedians I've ever seen. It's not good as a law drama. It's not good as an action thing. There was one fight scene in 3 episodes and they're short and bad.
No, I thought that was a meme. When you showed the image of it before, I said like, wait, that's real? Because I honestly thought that it was a meme.
I thought it was too. It literally is in the episode. And you could believe it's a meme because all of the CGI looks like PS2.
Oh, it's so bad. But the thing that gets me about that scene that you don't see in that clip is that her boss is watching her through the glass doors of her office after she has given rants about being catcalled and about how men only want her for her body or whatever it is. She's twerking in her glass-doored office in front of her boss.
Yeah. And he's just like, cool.
Well, yes, she wants a promotion and she's not stupid. She's an attorney.
and you know, for that. I saw some of the simps on social media defending this, saying, "Oh, what, women can't twerk and still not want to be catcalled?"
No, they can't twerk and then not also be partner.
Why is the left obsessed?
And eat it too.
The left are con artists because they will die with the lie, and they're obsessed with the lie that twerking is somehow some deep cultural African tradition,
or that it's attractive,
or that it's attractive.
Like the Caribbean dances where they scissor on the dance floor. That can't be fun either. Yeah, you go home with bruises
like that. The politician in New Jersey who is twerking on the beach upside down. Remember her?
Yeah. I know her name.
They call it the Snooki.
The worst part about that is just the birthmark on her leg that makes it look like she had an accident. Let's just put it that way. It looks like something's ripping down her leg. Thank you so much for checking out this clip from the Last American Pubcast, the only podcast where everybody knows your name. And hey, while you're here, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and join us on a Saturday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Otherwise, you might get stuck with the tab.